Hey guys, it's Samantha Thompson with Social Selling Success, and I wanted to pop on and do a quick video for you guys and talk a little bit about mindset and the 3 ways that mindset is holding you back from success in your direct sales business. So, the first thing is that our mindset can cause us to believe lies, right? So I'll tell you a little story. Back when the global pandemic first started and we were first hearing about COVID-19, I know for me as a business owner and as a direct seller, I was really, really scared about my business and where it would go. My business was the primary income producer for me, and it definitely contributed, about 50% to our household income. And I was really worried. How are we going to keep a roof over our head and food on our table and things like that? How could I possibly talk to people about buying bags and totes and wallets when they're faced with, death and sickness and losing their job and all of these things? And I had a probably 2-week period where I just literally was paralyzed. I did not know what to do. I didn't know how to overcome this. I didn't know what was going to happen. And, I think like a lot of us, I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, doom and gloom. And at one point I had to kind of get real with myself and have a little heart to heart with myself, if you will, and really just remind myself that I had a job to do. I had food to put on the table and a roof to keep over my kids' heads. And I had to just do my job and be authentically me, and what would work and what wouldn't, and kind of let go of that outcome. And so I kind of stopped panicking and stopped living in fear and just was really authentic with my customers. And I shared with them, that if they weren't able to purchase or buy or host or any of that stuff with me right now, it was okay. And that if they were, I would still appreciate their business. And that, by me sharing my business, I wasn't trying to be insensitive, but rather just do my job, right? And when I kind of released myself from this guilt that I was feeling and released myself from this fear, I really just began to share authentically. And so what that meant for me was that my business was a little different. Obviously, everything was online. Obviously, I felt like I needed to provide more value for my customers, things like, scavenger hunts and fun girls' nights in and trivia and, some different things because we were all at home. But I could move forward with my job. And had I told myself that no one would want to buy because we were in the middle of a global pandemic, I would have missed out on really like the best sales year I had had to date, right? So I have been with my company for 10 years, and I have had the last 2 years have been my best sales year to date. In fact, in 2021, I sold $97,000. So despite the fact that there was a global pandemic, people still wanted to shop, they still wanted to host, and they still wanted to buy, and probably even more so with my product because they were home more. So they wanted to organize more and they wanted those kinds of things. So if you allow yourself to have a negative mindset, you will believe lies. You will believe lies about yourself, about your worthiness, about your capabilities, about who you are, and you will believe lies about others, about what they can afford, about what they want, about how you can serve them. So I would just challenge you that when you kind of start to say, well, everybody or nobody or always, those kinds of things typically aren't true. And so really kind of challenge your thinking and think about, what is the truth? The second way that your mindset can really hold you back is that it will prevent you from taking action, right? So you will feel scared to message your customers and ask them to host, or to message people in a party and ask if they need the shopping link, or to share your opportunity with others if you have a negative mindset, right? If you think or if you believe certain things, you are going to be afraid of taking action. And in reality, when we don't take action in our business, we are making the decision for them ourselves, right? Why is it my decision to decide if Susie Q in my party wants to purchase or not? But if we believe things like, well, right now, there's all this uncertainty in the world, and so no one wants to buy. If we start believing things like that, then we don't do the follow-up with our customers, or we don't ask, and then we start making the decision for them. So it will prevent you from taking action because you will start to believe stories about them that aren't true and about yourself that aren't true, right? These are just made up stories you have in your head. You're making up the story that no one wants to buy right now because there's, uncertainty in the world. That's not the truth. If it were the truth, then everybody in the direct sales business would feel that way. There would be no one when you go to Target or Walmart or Meijer or Kohl's or Macy's, and we would all be in the exact same boat. So don't believe those stories that you're making up about yourself or about others, and take that action. And then lastly, your mindset can stop you from moving forward, right? So if we are living in this place of negativity, of fear, of doubt, then it's really hard to move forward in our business and to take that action and to be positive, right? So I'm going to challenge you to really think about what it is you're thinking about. Think about what you're saying to yourself, about your business, about your company, and really be positive. Talk about and think about what you want to attract into your life and what you want to attract into your business. And then really, when those negative thoughts creep in, and let's be honest, they all do for all of us. We all have that little negative, in our head. I want you to tell them to zip it, and I want you to focus on the positive. I want you to focus on growth. I want you to focus on what you want in your business. I want you to take that action, stop believing lies, and move forward. I hope you found this tip helpful. If you did, go ahead and subscribe below. And if you're not already a member of my community, I would love for you to join my free group on Facebook for direct sellers with tips, tricks, and tools to help you be successful. See you next time.